Prime Minister, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, anyone who has ever visited Hiroshima before has been confronted with the end of human civilization. I will never forget what I saw there. Houses destroyed right down to their foundations, and a huge empty space where the bomb exploded. The world must never forget what happened in Hiroshima and in Nagasaki. We owe this to humanity. We may not be able to adequately describe the suffering and destruction, but we have a duty to remember and to teach future generations about the terrible consequences of the use of nuclear weapons. Hiroshima and Nagasaki remind us of our obligation as an international community, as states, as citizens, to do our utmost to achieve a world free of nuclear weapons. I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to the government of Japan and in particular to the Prime Minister, my good friend Fumio Kishida, for convening the first meeting of the International Group of Eminent Persons for a World Without Nuclear Weapons in Hiroshima. Russia's illegal and unjustifiable war of aggression against Ukraine has shaken the European security architecture and undermined international efforts to promote arms control and nuclear disarmament. Russia is using reckless nuclear rhetoric to shield its attack on a country that gave up its nuclear arsenal in exchange for security guarantees from Russia. Let me be clear. Russia's nuclear rhetoric is dangerous and irresponsible. But it is not the only crisis in the field of proliferation. I have just returned from a visit to Japan and Korea, where I witnessed the immediate threat posed by North Korea's illegal nuclear weapons and ballistic missile programs. This is a threat to regional stability and to security worldwide. The same goes for Iran. There are many unresolved doubts about the peaceful nature of the Iranian nuclear program, so we must remain focused to make sure that Iran, a regime that is showing its brutal face against peaceful protesters, does not develop nuclear weapons. The International Group of Eminent Persons for a World Without Nuclear Weapons have the incredibly difficult task of taking stock of the current political environment, identifying challenges and priorities, and proposing a realistic and practical roadmap for realizing a world without nuclear weapons. This task may be more difficult, but it is also more important than ever. Our world is entering a new phase of conflict and confrontation, but our goal remains extremely clear: a world without nuclear weapons. Yes, the path is long, very long indeed, so let us not despair by looking too far into the distance, but let us focus on the steps ahead. Every realistic, pragmatic, achievable step counts. Every step counts if it promotes peace and stability with undiminished security for all. Japan and Germany have been working jointly on this objective for a very long time. As members of the Stockholm Initiative for Nuclear Disarmament and of the Non-Proliferation and Disarmament Initiative, we are seeking to build bridges between nuclear weapon states and non-nuclear weapon states in order to overcome the stalemate in nuclear arms control and nuclear disarmament. We owe the survivors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki our unwavering commitment to achieving a world without nuclear weapons. I can assure you that Germany will continue to make every effort towards achieving that goal.